Good morning, everybody. I wanted to come on and just give an update on the cabin. I've not done one in quite some time, and we have gotten quite a bit more finished since the last video. So I'm gonna kind of turn you guys around. All right, so we have our window in, we've got our front door done, and the whole front of the cabin has been completely chinked. So pretty much we are about done with this. We've got to finish up underneath of here. I'll show you what the other side looks like. But this side is pretty much almost all done. And here's this side. We've got the chinking done on this side. We just have to put the house wrap up there on the gable ends. But the windows in on this side as well. And then over here, we've got all of our doors in also. I've just got to get them painted. But we have done kind of like a little custom, I don't know what these are called. I just know that it helps let air in up there. You can tell, let's see if I can try to get it any closer. Well, I may not be able to get it any closer. But we've done that. And there's our window, or our window. But we are pretty much almost all done with the outside. I'm gonna walk you to the other side. This side, we have it house wrapped. So on this side, we are covering it up. We just have those last few rows that need to be chinked, and then we're going to cover all the way up to the peak. We're covering up, this is the side that had the chimney on it, and it just doesn't get enough sun, and we're kind of worried that even if since we fixed all the logs and everything, we're still kind of worried that since it doesn't get enough sun, it's just not going to do good. So that side is going to be covered in, I think he called it board and batten. Phil's the one that knows everything about what's going on the outside. But we're covering that with everything that we're using on the addition. But so far we have gotten almost everything ready to go for the inside. So right now we have 4 more windows left. The boys have a window up in their loft that we've got to get up there. It's probably going to be a little difficult. But we've got the 4 more windows that we need to get put in. And then we've got electrical, insulation, and our plumbing. And I think the next project we are working on will be our plumbing. But I just kind of wanted to come on and just give you guys a small little update. We're hoping, hopefully soon, that we will be in this cabin and living in it and out of our camper. About 3 weeks ago, possibly now, we had, let's see if I can turn my camera around and show you all. See if I can zoom in. So this tree right there, huge branch. It was about 1-2 o'clock in the morning during all those storms we had. Lost a huge branch, landed right on top of the camper, and it put a hole, quite a few different little holes in the roof. But apparently with campers, you have to, even if there's just a tiny little hole, they have to redo the entire roof. And for them to be able to do that, they've got to take the camper to their shop. They can't fix it here on the property. So we've had to have our insurance and stuff like that involved. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's just going to cost too much. So our insurance has been talking about totaling it out. So we're kind of stuck in limbo. We really need to get into this cabin so we can at least get that camper fixed. I know we're not keeping the camper. We're going to sell it. So right now we're just kind of in limbo. Nothing's leaking so far. Nothing is leaking on the inside. We've got the holes covered up with plastic, and I think the one hole is covered up with a floor mat that we had found on the ground. I mean, it's doing the job, especially with all that rain that we have had recently. So for now, we're kind of just stuck. Hopefully we'll hear something back from the insurance today, just to kind of tell us what they're thinking and what we're looking at. But we do know it has to be moved from the property to the people's shop. So we're praying that we are in this cabin before anything like that needs to be done, because, well, you know, we live in that camper right now. But other than that, everybody was safe. Nobody got hurt. The tree got taken off of the camper pretty fast. So with all that said, everything has worked out perfectly fine for us. We're still living in the camper. Rain didn't come through at all last week that we're aware of. We do have like maybe 1 or 2 spots on our one slide out that kind of look like they're getting a little bit of water damage. So we noticed that last night when we were putting the kids to bed. So I'm probably going to have to call our camper person to let him know that there's another spot that possibly has some damage to it. But, you know, that's probably part of living in a camper. Let's see. I've not done an update in so long. I don't know. Oh, we have started our review for homeschool. So this year is our first year of homeschooling the boys. We just felt it best in our heart that they needed to be homeschooled. Nothing against teachers, nothing like that. It's just better for us to homeschool them. And so yesterday we started our review on kind of what they've all learned last year and kind of getting them ready. Our first official day won't be until September 3rd. But today we are starting our year off with a field trip to the local library. Well, not our local library, but a library in a county beside us. They're doing some fun little things for the homeschool kids today. So we are going to go do that. I'm probably gonna have to finish getting ready for that here in just a little bit. But other than that, everything else has gone great on the property. We haven't had too much with all the rain and stuff. It's just everything's kind of been flooded out, so it looks like we're gonna have to see all of our kitty cats. It looks like we're gonna have to do another load of gravel and re-gravel the driveway here soon. But just keep praying that we'll be in this cabin hopefully soon. I know everyone is starting to get a little antsy. The more and more we get done, the more we hear each one of the kids say, "Oh, I can't wait to be in the cabin. I can't wait to be in the cabin." So we're hopefully praying that we'll be in here maybe in the next month or 2. And I'd love to tag you guys along with us while we move out of the camper into the cabin. But I guess that's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you for watching.